Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Keep it up, guys.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now Howard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey. 4 down. Mike 4.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now it's Trubisky. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon for the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Try the right side with Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Let's go now. Watch tight. Watch tight. Hold tight. Check. 4 down. 4 down. Mike 4. Mike 4. Deep. Mike 4. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Gibbons. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Watch the pass. Lock in. Mike 51, let's move. Go, dude. Let's go. Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Ran. Danny.
On first down, Trubisky. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention, but sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Check curls.
Looking to throw on second down. Gibbons. He finds Howard complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Mike 4, repeat it. Mike 4, Mike 4. Here it comes, here it comes. Hassan. Mike 4.
From the gun on third down. Gibbons. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
You got tight right there.
Looking to throw. Gibbons. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They come out here in the eye. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Operating from the gun, Givens. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10, right there, 37.
From the gun, Givens. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Mike 4. I got you. I got you. 22, Jet, cover. 22.
To throw again, Givens. Throwing left side, it's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Banjo. 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 Mike 4. Mike 4. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 4. You run. You run. You run. 36. 36. Let's go. Travel. Hey.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Gibbons. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 36 yards out. Center's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky, and that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Blue down. Watch safety creep,
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gibbons, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Let's go!
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Throwing on first down. Gibbons into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Grant. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike Ford,
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Go. Time to go. Night. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54.
Operating from the gun, Gibbons. This is caught by Williams. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howard. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
We got this.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Ready. 4, Mike by 4. 80 weapon. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 52. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
That's a gain of 6.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mike 4. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 4. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike 4. Mike 4. It's got it.
From the gun, Gibbons. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. James now to return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 30. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Pick it up. Mike 4. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 4.
On 1st and 10, Gibbons. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Check 50. Check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack, Trubisky. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Balaj. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Gibbons. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
18. Mike, 49.
Now it's Trubisky. And caught by Thomas for a Patriots touchdown. Michael Thomas His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here.
Push him back. Motion. Hey, alert.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. It's complete to Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding.